56.66 the running time. The results and prices are official. The exacta $357.60. The $1 trifecta returns $1,349.80. The daily double $33.80. The $1 pick three of three, $71.90. Owned by Beverly Anderson and Edward Seltzer. Well prepared after the long layoff by trainer Arno Delacour and was ridden to victory by Daniel Centeno. And Danny gets his second win on today's card. 56.66 was the running time. Next up is the 7th race. The start of the final pick 3 on today's program. No changes. And post time at 3:25:20.
I met her in a club down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes like Coca-Cola. C-O-L-A Cola. She Well, I'm not the world's most physical guy, but you squeeze me tight
Drop of wine as they're racing up close with Leo. It's a length and a half further back to my partner Cal. Buckeye Tidal Wave is advancing now with the yellow and black silks on the inside. Between rivals is All Hanson's on deck. At Oprah's Rangers about 6 or 7 early lengths behind. Moving up on the outside of Winchester Limit. They're on that far turn, a race to the 5/16. It's Direct to Seat just in front. Honor Life right there. Leo sits behind them in third. Winchester Limit on the fence. Buckeye Tidal Wave is next. Last Drop of Wine begins to show some interest. Then it's All Hanson's on deck. Further back to my partner, Cal. And then it's Oprah's Ranger shifting to the far outside. Direct to Seat off the corner in front. Honor Life continues to test him. These two 1 furlong to go. Direct to Seat to Gray. Honor Life to Bay. They're on even terms now. Honor Life and Direct to Seat together. A 16th to go. Direct to Seat inside. Honor Life outside. It's going to be close. Direct to Seat will hold on. Honor Life was next. Then it was Leo, and All Hanson's on deck finished fourth.
Race number 7, a 7 furlong allowance contest. The optional price tag here, $75,000. Field of 6 with Win Play Show, Exacta, Quinella, Trifecta, Superfecta, Daily Double, and Pick 3 wagering, as well as the start of the late Pick 4. The Quinella, $10, Exacta, $12, Trifecta, $8.80. Superfecta, 7849. That's good for a $1 return of $51.40, $5.14 on a dime. High five, $220.80. The daily double combination numbers are 9, 7, 13, 60. The pick 3 good for $54 and a nickel. Final time for the race, 54 and 76, 100 seconds.
Race 5 is 7 furlongs, field of 11. Space City pick 6, Houston High 5. They're next. 5 minutes post time. 5 minutes till race number 5. 5 minutes till today's 5th. Joe Myers Toyota, price really does make a difference. Did you know the Sam Houston Race Park's open 7 days a week for simulcast wagering? You can watch and wager on racing action around the world every day of the week. We're open Sundays at 10:30 in the morning. Every Friday, enjoy the best drink special in town, 50-cent beers from 6 to 9 p.m. only at Sam Houston Race Park. Thanks again for joining us here on this Wednesday. Sam Houston Race Park would like to thank our platinum partner, Bud Light. Diamond partners, Front Utilities, Coca-Cola, and Joe Myers Toyota. And gold partners, ECI, Chapas, and La Berge Casino Resort. Two minutes post time. 2 minutes till race 5. 2 minutes till today's 5th. Field approaching the gate. 1 minute. 1 minute till race 5. Still time to get your wagers in as the field is almost at the gate here for today's 5th race. 7 furlongs is the distance. Does mark the beginning of the Space City Pick 6. There's also a Houston High 5. They both got carryovers coming in today. They are both jackpot wagers. They're next. Field moving in behind the gate. It's post time. Post time for race 5. Field of 11 getting set to go the 7 furlong distance here over the muddy main track on a Wednesday afternoon. Miller Man, Pumpville, Intimidating. Long Station, Like a Cowboy, Frankly Fun. Don't Blame Dexter. Humor's Reward. Valley of the Hide. Stillwater R to the outside. And in. All in line. All set. And they're off. Long Station, the gray breaks on top. Valley of the Hide has speed. Frankly Fun, Intimidating is being asked to move forward. And here's Don't Blame Dexter as they're getting ready to run out of the chute onto the main track with 6 furlongs left to go. Don't Blame Dexter, Intimidating, and Frankly Fun. These are the top 3. And behind that is Stillwater R, who's now tracking from 4th. Valley of the Hide. Inside of that runner is Humor's Reward. Bankroll Ben is towards the back of the field with the gray Long Station. Also Like a Cowboy is with that trio. Pumpville and Miller Man at the back of the field. Don't Blame Dexter is found the front as a neck in front. Frankly Fun right to the outside. Intimidating. Can't keep up right now. Stillwater R. Pink Cap is trying to move forward. Valley of the Hide is trying to move up from 5th. Tight spot there for Humor's Reward. No room there. Long Station is trying to make up some ground and build momentum towards the back of the field. Dropping back is Bankroll Ben being passed by Like a Cowboy. Miller Man is building some momentum from the back of the field, and Pumpville is at the back of the field. As the battle still continues up front. Don't Blame Dexter and Frankly Fun. They've separated a bit. They're 3 lengths clear. Long Station now grinding away, is finding a bit of momentum now on the outside, and here comes Long Station after the top 2. Don't Blame Dexter, Frankly Fun, but here's Long Station now finding that extra gear and hits the 8th pole and now takes the lead. Valley of the Hide, Miller Man, they're all chasing now. Long Station, who's opening up. Approaching the 16th pole. Long Station made tough work of it around the turn, but is well clear and good enough at 7-5. It's going to be Long Station to get the win. Valley of the Hide, Frankly Fun, Miller Man, and Humor's Reward.
Handful, but he was a real handful in his debut as well. He was really keyed up in the gate. He was really on his toes, just giving his handler a tough time, and I'm seeing that again. So given how well he ran first time out and seeing him act the same way, I don't take it as a negative of him expending energy. Given his overall size, I mean, he looks even more fit today than he did in his debut. So all systems seem to be pointing to go. But it is a horse race, and I would say the other one probably that looks the most interesting in here is the 2 Americanas for Mark Hennig, who won at first asking as well, then stepped right up into Grade 3 company in the Nashua and ran into Independence Hall, who obviously has been very good. He was well beaten in there. They kind of put him on the shelf a little bit, but he looks like the type of horse that can run longer distances, and he certainly is appears to be one they have high hopes for, putting him right into Graded Stakes competition.
Yeah, I absolutely get that vibe, and he's well connected, well bred. His first start was good, and maybe not your typical Mark Hennig debut win as a 2-year-old, but he was able to do that in late September. And the thing I like, Ronnie, just thinking about Mark Hennig's operation with a well-bred and promising youngster as a whole, it's with Mark, it's not what have you done for me lately? It's what can you do for me maybe next week, next month, and 6 months down the line. Clearly, this horse is a work in progress.
Yeah, just coming back off the layoff. We'll see how he runs at this 7 furlong distance, ridden by Javier Castellano today. I had some interest in the number 6 Peruvian Boy, and I just thought this one is going to stretch out an additional furlong. He rallied to finish third. It was in the 6 furlong, $75,000 Limehouse. I think maybe he sits a trip with Johnny Velasquez behind what I see some early speed in this race. Now, Premier Star may just run away from the field. I don't know that, but I think if there's a horse that can close, it might be Peruvian Boy.
Well, there's no pressure for sure, and you've got the second and quote-unquote other Hall of Fame rider in the race, not just Javier Castellano, but the great John Velasquez. And look, the Bullseye gang is obviously placed upon it is very evident on the back of the 4 Premier Star. I guess occasion with a horse like the 6 Peruvian Boy, he might not be as talented as Premier Star. No one's going to be looking for him, and if things get hot and heavy up front, maybe he closes for a piece.
You're absolutely right. And not for anything, but he's been coming out of some really good races. He ran against Chivalry last time out in the Limehouse. He was in the Smooth Air prior to that. It looks like he actually wants to touch more than that 6 furlong sprint he got last time. So getting a little bit of extra real estate in the 7 furlong should be good for him as well. Finally, just to wrap up, wanted to mention the 3 R Time, who looking at him, I can see why they tried him on the turf. Does have a little bit of a turf look to him, and he's 50-1 right now because nobody else is really taking any money besides Premier Star, but maybe this is a horse who could have a little bit of promise as well off the bench. It all revolves around Premier Star, who's 1-9 currently and could be a star in the making.
The horses are leaving the walking ring and moving on to the track for the 7th race, the start of the late pick 4. 7 furlongs over the main track, allowance optional, claiming runners in for a price tag of $75,000. Field of 6, win, play, show, Exacta, Quinella, Trifecta, Superfecta. Super High 5 is not offered here, but you do have daily double pick 3 and late pick 4 wagering. The late pick 4 with race 7 up next.
The horses have reached the starting gate. Odds on favorite at 4-5 is Jorge Navarro's number 5, Sultry Samurai. Jose Ferrer has the mount. Smile all the way. Next to move forward. Allen dismounts. Smile all the way. Fractious behind the gate. Still waiting for number 8. Smile all the way. Seventh race, start of the final pick 3 on today's program. Now he's in. Bulk Carrier. Next to move forward. And now 2 more to go. Sultry Samurai, the Churchill Invader, moves forward. Malachi Knight from the outside. Camacho looks for 3 on the day. He's in. A field of 10. Look to graduate. They're at the post. And they're off. Malachi Knight on the outside wins the break, but there's the favorite, Sultry Samurai. Now moving up to challenge, Bulk Carrier. Comes away third and far back in the early going. The first-time starter, Smile All the Way. Up the backstretch, Malachi Knight sprints clear now to command the race by 2. Bulk Carrier's on the chase second. Sultry Samurai on the class drop, racing along third. 5 lengths farther back, Just Shoot already to the outside. Fourth, Sterling Judge is there toward the rail, 5th. Then it's 3 lengths farther back, Flying Bankroll. Going the wrong way now, 6th. Odessa Gold on the outside, 7th. Then we go back to Tommy Tuesday between horses now, racing along 8th. Smile All the Way is 9th, and far back is Shiplock. They turn for home, 3/16 of a mile to run. Sultry Samurai, the favorite on the outside, now moves up the challenge. Bulk Carrier for the lead as they straighten away and cut to the wire. We're down to 2. Sultry Samurai now puts them away. Sultry Samurai in front and going away. Bulk Carrier will save the place. Just Shoot already is a clear third, and here's a late run by Flying Bankroll to get up and complete the super. Number 5, Sultry Samurai, the winner. 4, Bulk Carrier was second. Number 9, Just Shoot already was third. Number 2, Flying Bankroll was 4th. Number 10, Malachi Knight was 5th. Running time on the board, a sharp 103.34. $1 superfecta, $70.40. Exacta 1020, the dollar try 1790, the daily double 1740. Now returning to the winner's circle. The maiden breaking number 5, Sultry Samurai. A 4-year-old brown colt owned by the Imaginary Stables, trained by Jorge Navarro, and was ridden to victory by jockey Jose Ferrer. Winning in a high percentage, 103.34 was the running time. Next up, we move back to the turf course. Scratch number 3, Catch You Later Bro, and post time for the 8th at 3:55, and that's in 20.
Peruvian Boy and John Velasquez to the outside. They're in the gate. And they're off. Clean beginning. From the outside, Calibrator, one of the first to break the line, but here's his stablemate and heavily favored Premier Star up now to take the lead. So Premier Star wastes no time. He establishes control after just an eighth of a mile and leads by 2 over Calibrator. Americanus is down toward the inside third. On the far outside, and Peruvian Boy third last. Our Time is second last, and Small Reason is last of the 6 as they head past the opening quarter. The opening quarter went in 22 and 2. It's Premier Star on top by 2. Calibrator is second. Americanus is coaxed along by Castellano, third at the inside. Back to fourth and Peruvian Boy, who's 3 wide, 3 in front of Our Time, and Small Reason at the back. Around the far turn they go. Less than 3 furlongs remains. Premier Star now leads by almost 3. Americanus is an all-in second. Calibrator working awfully hard to stay with him. Out wide in Peruvian Boy. As with every stride he takes, Premier Star widens his advantage. Quarter of a mile left to go. They went 45 flat for the opening half mile. And it's Premier Star on his way. He's now 6 in front. Americanus is still second. Calibrator battles with Small Reason up the rail. Peruvian Boy on the outside. Final eighth of a mile, and Premier Star is well clear out here. He went 3/4 in 109 and 2, and the stock is rising on Premier Star. Now 2 for 2 and a wrapped up 7th race winner. Americanus is second. Peruvian Boy third. Small Reason finished fourth.
Post time now for today's 7th race. 11 equine athletes here at 6 furlongs. And currently 3-2 in favor is number 8, Marie's Mandate. Valid Interest due the rail, and she's going in. Schleprock Town. Unbelievable. First Squadron goes in. To honor and run into post position 3. Marie's Mandate is ready. Eastern Pride has gone into line. Here's ready to tap. Trap Town goes in. Peggy's Cove, and now Mean Erica will be the last in line. Waiting for Mean Erica. Erica to the outside gate. Locked up. And they're off, and that's a good start for Peggy's Cove. First Squadron has early speed. Schleprock Town is there with To Honor and Run. Along the inside, Unbelievable is up close with Valid Interest. Trap Town is just behind the leaders. Far outside, Mean Erica. There's a gap of 2.5 back to Ready to Tap, who's sitting about 8 lengths off the lead. And then it's Eastern Pride, who trails the field with 4 furlongs to go. To Honor and Run has found the front. Unbelievable is on the inside. There's Marie's Mandate. And now Peggy's Cove is launching a rally with Mean Erica as those two move up 3 and 4 wide respectively. Just behind them, First Squadron's trying to rally. Just in front of Trap Town, who's underway. And there's a gap back to Ready to Tap, Schleprock Town, and Eastern Pride. To Honor and Run is now tackled here by Mary's Mandate and Peggy's Cove. And Valid Interest is now shifting out for the stretch run. Top of the lane. And Peggy's Cove just in front. Marie's Mandate is right there. And here is Valid Interest on the outside. To Honor and Run's right there. And now Unbelievable is splitting rivals. Meanwhile, Valid Interest has gotten away. And it's Valid Interest in front. And Valid Interest going on to win. Peggy's Cove was second. Unbelievable finished third. And Marie's Mandate ran fourth.